Hello, Ma'am Elenita. I am Michael G. Fabian from BSED English 1B, and today I'm going to discuss the topics in Module 8 Linguistics 2. The task is to explain or define the following. So for A, speech community. A speech community is a group of people who share rules for conducting and interpreting at least one variety of a language or dialect. The term can be applied to a neighborhood, a city, a region, or a nation. B. Linguistic borrowing. In linguistics, borrowing, also known as lexical borrowing, it is the process by which a word from one language is adapted for use in another. C. Language contact. Language contact occurs when speakers of two or more languages or varieties interact and influence each other. The study of language contact is called contact linguistics. When speakers of different languages interact closely, it is typical for the languages to influence each other. D. Language variations. The term linguistic variation, or simply variation, refers to regional, social, or contextual differences in the ways that a particular language is used. For letter E, language registers. Register is defined as the level of formality in language that's determined by the context in which it is spoken or written. It can be formal or informal. Formal speech is proper, while informal speech is conversational or casual. For letter F, language shift. Language shift, also known as language transfer or language replacement or language assimilation. It is the process whereby a speech community shifts to a different language, usually over an extended period of time. For letter G, language death. It is the extinction of a language. The usual cause is a gradual shift to the use of another language in the younger generations of a speech community, so that the original language dies out with the older generation. For letter H, social linguistics. Social linguistics is the descriptive study of the effect of any and all aspects of society, including cultural norms, expectations, and context on the way language is used and society's effect on language. For task number 2, explain the relationship of the following. So for A, language and gender. So language and gender refers to the relationship between the language of male and female. Gender difference is not only a reflection of the speeches between male and female, but also a reflection of their different living styles and attitudes. For letter B, language and social class or ethnicity. Language plays a crucial role in the construction and maintenance of ethnic identity. The ethnicity has more striking relationship to language than other social factors such as gender, age, or social class. For letter C, language and power or politeness. Politeness in language is a very important aspect of communication. This can be referred to as tact. Normally, conversation works best if both parties are cooperative. This involves, among other things, avoiding speaking or behaving in a thoughtless and inconsiderate manner. The task number 3 is to explain the following 3 sub-varieties of Philippine English. For letter A, Yaya English. Yaya English is a qualification that Maria Lourdes Bautista makes is that the feature of Yaya English are actually typical of standard Philippine English. The difference being that the errors of standard of Philippine English are sporadic and infrequent. Bautista identified the deeper problem of Yaya English as the fact that its errors arise from ignorance of rules. It is also considered as a sparse wherein the Yaya is forced to use English because her young charges are usually from affluent families that speak English. For letter B, Bargirl English. Bautista then described Barger English wherein it has the same characteristics with the Yaya English, with the addition of the use of you know and non-Filipinous idiomatic expressions. The bargirls whose English Bautista describes is exactly the bargirls who are conscripted to service of the servicemen. The bargirls are with little or no education, taken from their proper families, often with the pride of education, and their exposure to English is minimal. C. Collegiala English. Bautista observes that what she calls the base language, but the syntax is characteristically Tagalog. Other characteristics of Collegiala English are frequent insertion of common Tagalog function words and the use of Tagalog content words and Tagalog exclamatives. The Collegiala belongs to the higher socio-economic class associated with educated English.